Hey there, Michael. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Again, my name is Seleni McGregor, and I work with business owners across the state of Utah, and again, just based out of Utah County myself. So love being here local and working with other local Utah companies. But I put together this quick custom video for you just about your company's online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. I'm sure at this point you're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch here? Well, that is a fair question. What I have found is that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They might be swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, and just staying on top of jobs that many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit your company just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason you may not have hired somebody yet is because you don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, then shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I give to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let's cover the 3 things that are going to set RHIVE construction above your competition. First would be content, second citations, and third backlinks. So first up is content here. Looking over here at your website, super interesting website. I don't think I've ever seen especially a roofing company website looking like this. So it kind of caught me off guard initially, but kind of a fun new twist on it, kind of a rad website going on here. But let's take a look specifically at your content here. So content would be anything you can see here. Let me see if I can get this to work here. That is highlighted. Why is this not highlighting? Let's try again. Okay, be patient with me. I was like, it usually does highlight here, but for some reason it's not highlighting. I guess backwards highlight. Kind of gives you the idea though. Basically your content can be anything here that you can see that is text. It could be pictures, what your pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. All of that can be considered content here on your website. Now, specifically, let's go ahead and jump in and kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So if we did like a right click here and did a save image as, I can actually see what your website is being saved as here. Just a bunch of letters and numbers. Similarly, if we do a save as to this one, same thing. And same thing for that one as well. So alternatively, instead of having just those letters and numbers, this would actually be a great way to be able to leverage high volume keywords by using those here in your detailed image descriptions. Again, all of these things are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is this business, what services are they offering, what area are they targeting, and that is all going to position you in the search rankings. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you need to have enough content that you're able to use the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in your area so that your services get found. Most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank #1 on Google for roofing, the average content count is about 1,500 to 2,400 words here on your homepage alone. Again, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for. So when I copied your content here from your homepage, and I plugged it into one of my tools, I can see that your homepage is sitting around 811 words here on your homepage. Now, we're going to jump over here and take a look at one of your top competitors here in the Salt Lake area, which is American Roofing. Now, when I went ahead and copied their content here from their homepage and I plugged it into my tool, I can see that their website is sitting around just over 1,200 words here on their homepage. So very beatable. Now we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools. Oops, sorry, I didn't have it pulled open on the right screen. One of my tools here, it's called Ahrefs, a super cool tool, but it essentially gives me a behind the scene details that Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I can get a really good idea of what's working well for you and your competition. So again, ran a quick scan here of American Roofing here. I can see right off the bat of how many keywords they are being found for is 733, and roughly what type of traffic their website is driving every single month to their website, which is about 606 people every single month to their website. Now, since we're talking about content, we're going to dive specifically here into their keywords here so we can take a look at the exact keywords that they are ranking for and what your customers are actually searching for every single month. Now, just to make it a little bit easier on the eyes, I'm going to highlight some of these Salt Lake terms here. And again, all of this research can be done in different areas. I know you guys are in several different areas and counties that you guys cover, as well as Idaho and Utah. This could all be done for each service area, each specific service that you are offering, but just for the sake of trying to keep this video short, I just wanted to go ahead and do Salt Lake here. It also has some of the best search volume here that I'm seeing right off the bat. But just to give you an idea, we've got this key term, roofers. Salt Lake City is being searched 200 times every single month. Roof replacement, Salt Lake City being searched 150 times every month. Salt Lake City roofing being searched 260 times every month. Roofing contractor, Salt Lake City 200 times every month. Roofing companies, Salt Lake City 300 times every month. You can see here just out of these top Salt Lake keywords, how many hundreds of people are actually searching for different roofing services. Again, what would happen to your guys' business if you guys were getting all of that traffic, or even just a percentage of that traffic? And again, this could all be done in the exact different locations and areas that you are looking at as well. Now, if we jump over here into your website, I can see the exact same overview here in my tool. So I can see how many keywords your website is being found for through your content on your website and what type of traffic it's driving in every single month. Since both are 0, I don't have anything to jump in and show you like comparisons of where you're landing with your keywords, but just seeing here that these keywords that your competitors here in Salt Lake City are being found for is landing them in some of the top spots here. And anywhere from like the 1st to 3rd position, depending on the keywords. And a lot of the times when I'm typing them in, they're showing up as number 1. Like I had said, even here today, they are showing up as number 1. So again, the first thing to do to help beat out your competition is you got to increase your content count here and make sure it's at least 1,500 words with keyword rich content here on your homepage. Because again, that is what's helping drive your competitor's business, and it is 100% beatable if you're able to get that done. Now we're going to jump over here into Google. You can see I've got a high volume keyword plugged in here for roofing companies, Salt Lake City. First thing that we see when you do type in that key phrase is, of course, the ads section. And here's the thing with ads. Ads can totally work, but they can also be a huge money pit if your foundation is not dialed in. So like if your website's not dialed in, or if customers are using an ad blocker. So just be really careful to not burn through your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. So we're actually going to jump down here below the ad section though into this area. This is the coveted map section. And this area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. And you're probably asking yourself, okay, but what is a citation? Why do they matter? Well, great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it, you've probably used this section and possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up into the top 3 spots here? Great question, and that is about what I'm going to show you. So to get yourself in the top 3, the number 1 thing that Google looks at is called a citation. So what is a citation? It is super simple. It's just your business name, address, and phone number being listed on as many online directories like these. Again, when you have citations, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, you gain more trust from Google, therefore pushing you above your competition here. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are page tools that'll tell us the exact directories that your competition is actually listed on here, and then we can go out and match those. But of course, we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them. What we've seen is with most roofing companies that are ranked to the top, we usually see around 200 to 300 citations. So if you're pushed down below that, maybe 2nd, 3rd, 4th page of Google, you might only have 10 to 30 citations. So we not only need to go get those citations that'll match your top competitors, but then we need to beat them out online. Now, let's talk about the last thing that I want to go over with you today, which is backlinks, or often called link juice. This 3rd pillar is really going to help you dominate on Google. So again, when I typed in roofing companies Salt Lake City, you can see here right off the bat this section. So this is the organics listing section. Down below the ads, down below the maps, again, this is the organic section. Now, you can see you guys are not ranked as number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, anywhere here on the first page of Google. Now, ideally, this is where we want to be. In fact, we really want to be in the top 3 spots. Google statistics have shown us that the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks. And that means that most of your potential customers are choosing one of these first 3 results and are never making it down to your listing. So in order to get here, you've got to beat out your competition in every aspect. You need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, this again is where the backlinks come into play. Basically, a backlink is just when one website links to another website online. The easiest way to think about this is think about it like a popularity contest in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest here, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you guys are roofers, right? Well, you wouldn't want to get a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you don't make ice cream. Although that would be tasty, it would be useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or industry specific site linking back to you, that would be much more effective. Now we're actually going to jump back over here into my tool. We've got your website plugged in again. We can see that you've got 12 backlinks being pointed back to your website. It's not bad. It's a start. It's just not dominating. If we jump over here to your top competitors, let's run back to their overview here. We can see they've got 417 backlinks being pointed back to them, and some are from very strong, relevant sources. So again, how do we get these? Well, here with my tool, we can actually dive in specifically, and I can see the exact links that are being pointed back to their website. So we can go get those same ones for your business, if not better. Again, this is very beatable with time. So getting you here to the top of Google, it is not magic. It is just a tried and true method. And I have shown you that exact method here today. So again, the 3 things that you can do today is first, focusing on your content, getting your homepage to at least the 1,500 words, the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for so that your company gets found. Second, citations, just making sure you get your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories like these to beat out your competition. And then lastly, backlinks, making sure that you guys are going out and getting more strong, relevant sources being pointed back to you. Again, this is all very beatable and shows Google that you are the authority. If you implement these 3 strategies today, you guys can be number 1 across Google. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, okay, well, what now? Well, you really have a few options. First, if you feel like you cannot handle any other clients every month, that is absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note back telling me you watched the video. Tell me your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you are ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint that I just gave you and do these 3 strategies on your very own. I gave you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it is all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you found this information valuable and if you are still one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, just respond back and we can go ahead and chat about your specific situation and see what I can do to help. Once again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your email, Michael. Have a wonderful day.